government of its own. If you need a good road, you gather the community, you do it for yourself. That's part nothing doing in the village. That we call never do.
Don't have it anymore. How can a state that is blessed with human resources, some of the best human resources in the world, go to all over the world, you see Imo citizens from every major city you can imagine. You see Imo citizens, they are wave makers. They are flying in their colors. The best of the best. How can a state that parades the best of the best live in such a poverty of the mind situation? How? How can a state that is also blessed with resources, great resources, one of the oil-blessed states, you can imagine, still live in such a poverty situation? Why? Why should it be so? Why should there be a rise of mediocrity? Why should it be celebrated across the state? And Imo State is an example of one of the other states that are blessed, and yet people live in poverty. It is also the case of Nigeria, that a blessed country, wealthy in all ramifications, and yet people live in poverty. It is that restlessness, it is that commitment in my soul and heart that Linus Okorie, you have taught leadership. But there comes a time in a man's life whereby you have to go the extra mile to make a commitment to do something that can impact majority of the people. And one of those things is when you are gifted with certain competencies is to move into the political space and make sure that you help the people that desire this change really experience the kind of transformation that can help them create wealth for themselves. It is that hunger for legacy. It is that hunger for transformation. It is that hunger to see Imo State move to a realm of prosperity. My father were struggling to make a living. They were struggling to live, to make sure we go through school. I lost my father in JSS 3. You could imagine that I had gone through difficulties. I've gone through the difficulties of this life. I've gone through the challenges. I've seen poverty. I know what poverty looks like. Haven't gone through this kind of situation in this country. I have managed, by the grace of God, to push the doors. I've broken the doors. I've broken the boundaries. I've stretched beyond the limit. I've gone through government secondary school Okorie, and I had become senior prefect of that great institution, despite of the fact that I came from a poor home. I had gone through Imo State University and had pushed the doors beyond the boundaries, and had emerged the first elected student union government president of that great institution. I had gone through all of those exposures. I had also taken an organization from nothing, and taking it to the point where it's respected globally, from nothing. So I have dared at life. So nothing scares me anymore. Not even those faces of politicians. They don't scare me anymore. What should scare me really is that I decide not to do that which God has inspired me to do. That's what scares me. So today, I told them that I was going to test run something, I was going to do something differently. And I started my process the way I would like to emerge as governor without compromising standards. I decided to train the people. I decided to open the minds of the people, because I knew that it's not because the people of Nigeria are hungry. That is not why they do what they do. That is not why they collect 4,000 or 5,000 at the polling booths. That is not why they do what they do. It's not because of the fact that they are hungry. The reason why the politicians who have kept these poor people where they are is because they have simply allowed these people, they have pulverized them. They have hit so hard deliberately. They have taken resources from these people, messed them up, and their minds are messed up totally. So it's poverty of the mind that is the issue, not that they are hungry.